Yeah, boss, so my friend, welcome back to a brand new video. Skip right into it. Nor the hair, nor the fit. I just came back from working out, and I'm about to go on a rant. I'm about to go on a fucking rant. Cause John Jones, you are getting me pissed the fuck off. John Jones is getting to a fucking limit. If you don't know what happened, John Jones recently went on Twitter. He was like, you know what? Let me tweet some bullshit. Let me get some people. I don't know if John Jones is rage baiting us, because I feel like he's surely rage baiting us. At this point, I think this motherfucker is trying to rage bait me or rage bait the whole UFC community. Like, if I'm not gonna lie, if this is John Jones somehow, I'm gonna be a little delusional, right? Bear with me. But if this is somehow John Jones playing my games, trolling us, rage baiting us, so he can build up promotion for this Tom Aspinall fight, because we're all talking about him. Good job. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this is all a ruse just for us to get hype for us. We can talk about John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, because the hype died down. Right? Ever since last year, the hype is just dying down, because we're like, okay, bro, are we gonna get this fight now? Are we gonna get this fight or not? And just each month, no news come by. It's just going down and down and down. We're just like, okay, we're just tired at this point, right? But if this motherfucker is rage baiting us so we can get actually excited for this fight again, bravo. Because we were losing interest because y'all wasn't announcing something. I do not think that's the point. I do not think that's what's happening. What I think is happening, John Jones is like, fuck y'all. Because again, if you go to any of his Twitter posts, just under anywhere, if you just go to any post about John Jones, they're all calling him a duck, right? Go at MMA ESPN, calling him a duck. UFC posted about him being the longest reigning champ. Again, the fact that John Jones is the longest reigning heavyweight champion after only having one defense, and that one defense is a fucking old ass Stipe. It's really getting to a point. And when they talk about John Jones stats, Dana White is gonna be like, oh, he's also the longest reigning UFC world heavyweight champion. Well, half of though, 90% of that, he was injured or he's inactive. Let's be honest, bro. So the fact that he's getting the longest reigning heavyweight champion just being injured / inactive is crazy work. Bro, and he only had one defense. One. Alex Pereira, fucking, by the time fucking, it's gonna sound crazy. By the time fucking, what's his name? John Jones got his title when he beat fucking, what's his name? When he beat, I can't believe I forgot his name. How did I forget his name? I'm fucking casual. What is his fucking name? Oh my god, it's in my mind. I'm forgetting the name. Yo. So I didn't need Google. Alright. Cyril gone. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm tired. Yo, forgive me. I'm tired. I've been up. I'm not casual. I swear to God, I didn't even search you up. It just gotta come back to me. Okay, what I was saying, when John Jones fought Cyril gone and beat him, by the time he fought Stipe, his first defense, Alex Pereira has already won the world title. And fucking, again, by the time John Jones beat Cyril Gane and him getting his first defense, Alex Pereira in that time move up to 205, beat contenders, then won the fucking belt and had 3 defenses. Out of all that time, Alex Pereira did all that while John Jones only got 1 title defense. It's getting to a fucking point, bro. It's getting to a point like, come on now. Let's do something. Come on. It's like the SpongeBob rock. Move, please do fucking something. Now again, we're gonna talk about the tweets. What he tweeted was that he pretty much said, oh, I don't care if you call me a duck, because how can I be a duck if I'm living a great life? Oh my god, John Jones, he has to be rage baiting. He fucking has to be rage baiting. Cause you can't be this much of a dumbass. There's no way you can be this much of a dumbass. Having a great life and you being duck has nothing to do with each shit. Like what? You bro say, oh, I'm going to Thailand, bro. How can I be ducking someone if I'm ducking someone? That's what he pretty much said. How can I duck someone if I'm enjoying life and dunking them? What? You enjoying your life and also you ducking someone has nothing to do with the same thing. Again, I'm repeating myself because again, what he said was fucking stupid. We can all agree what Jon Jones said that is so stupid. I don't believe it doesn't affect him. Cause like, yes, he put all his profile picture, like mostly people, like you could tell it does affect them, and he's trying to go the route like, oh no, nothing is for me. I'm gonna also laugh with the joke. Like you could tell. Right? Because there's no way. Think about it. Every post he always sees, there's people calling him a duck. Of course it fucking affects him. Like any post you make about Jon Jones, in the comments they're gonna be talking about Tom Aspinall, him ducking Tom Aspinall. It gets to a point where like you can't escape it, right? So and out of nowhere, this motherfucker, like, of course it affects him because he said this out of nowhere. Like, nah, people were still calling him duck, but nobody was like, oh, it was like, nah, this big of a movement, right? But of course, he said he don't care, but of course he does care, right? But still, he said he doesn't care if he ducks. And also, he said he doesn't care if he gets vacated. Now, this is where I got immediately mad. This is where I'm like, okay, bro, what the fuck? He said, it's not my fault. I always share my plan with the UFC. This is where we go into me like getting mad to him like, okay, you're rage baiting me. You had to be rage baiting me. You had to be trolling us. Because there's no way you say you don't care if you get vacated. You don't care if the UFC trip you. That you already told them their fucking plan. What the fuck is happening, bro? What is this? If you're telling me that Jon Jones already told the UFC that he's going to retire, he's not going to fight Tom Aspinall, what the fuck are we doing? What are we waiting for? If I swear to God, bro, it's not only gonna be me. If Jon Jones, right, wherever, if Jon Jones somehow in a month or 2 months comes out and say he's retiring and he's vacating his world heavyweight champion, there's going to be an uproar. There's going to be a strike. It's going to be you go hear around. It's going to be the scream around the whole world. Every major YouTube MMA star is going to make a fucking rant. Why, you ask me? Why you say, oh, why you gonna make a rant about him? Are you not getting what you want? Yes, we're getting what we want. Fucking a year late. A fucking year late. If he knew, because he said he been told the UFC his plan. If his plan is to retire, and he been knew this, why the fuck are you still holding the world heavyweight champion? It's not like we want to see you fight Jon Jones. We just want to see the heavyweight division start going because you're holding it hostage. You, Jon Jones, are holding the heavyweight hostage. Like him trying to switch the blame to the UFC. If it's actually the UFC, what I think is happening, right? What I think is happening, right? I got hair in my lips. What I think is happening is Jon Jones told the UFC, if you don't pay me this amount, I'm not doing the fight. And all this time has been happening is the UFC trying to convince Jon Jones to fight Tom Aspinall. Like Jon Jones like, yo, pay me 30 million. UFC's like, nah, we're not gonna pay you that much. We'll pay you 20. And he's like, all right, fuck y'all. And just time go on. And the UFC is getting like, okay, we pay you 22. He's like, no, fuck you, 30 or nothing else. So that's why I think it happened. He told him to plan 30 or I'm retiring. And the UFC is trying to do something, trying to get Jon Jones to fight, trying to negotiate, trying to convince him to take the Tom Aspinall fight for probably less money, and that's why they don't make any announcement because they already promised we're getting this fight. It's just like, bro. It's as time moves on, it gets worse for the UFC. I think Jon Jones knows that. As much as we hate Jon Jones, as much you might want to call him a duck, he's probably a smart businessman because what he's doing is smart, right? If he is trying to get a bag out of the UFC, he has the cards, right? He has the cards. Wherever the saying is in his hand, right? He has the upper hand, right? Because as time goes on, the UFC is gonna get more and more desperate, and it's just gonna get worse for the UFC, right? Because if it gets to summertime and he vacates his belt, we gonna be mad at him. But we also gonna be mad for the UFC for letting this motherfucker hold this belt, knowing that he's probably not gonna fight again. Again, what Tom Aspinall always says, right? He doesn't want to fight Jon Jones. He just want to fight for the undisputed champion. He just want to be UFC champion because he's an interim champion. It's not that he's horny to fight Jon Jones, and also of us, right? We don't want to see Jon Jones fight Tom Aspinall. We want to see Tom Aspinall fight for the undisputed champion, for him to become the undisputed champion, for the division to keep going, because the heavyweight division is so fucking dead. And we've been waiting for this fight for almost a year. And the fact that they're also holding Tom Aspinall's career hostage, bro. Like, come on, man. It's going to be a year since Tom Aspinall fought. Now, luckily, well, not luckily, but like, Tom Aspinall has been sick for the last few months, so he couldn't even fight. So luckily, he getting his recovery. But he probably could fight soon, right? But still, his plan was never to fight once a year. He always wanted to fight 2 or 3 times a year. But the fact that the UFC is not letting him because of this bullshit, because he can't, he like literally, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just so fucking stupid. And then there's another video saying, Jon Jones saying that some guy was like, oh, you go fight in the UFC for 10 more years. He's like, no, I'm done. It's just like, you're done? You're done? Then why the fuck are you still holding the World Heavyweight Champion, bro? Again, we're calling you a duck because that's what you are. You're ducking your Tom Aspinall fight. You're ducking the interim champion. Like, you're forced to fight him next, right? And it's not like, it's like, why these motherfuckers want me to fight Tom Aspinall? Like, come on, man. Like, no. We don't want you to fight Tom Aspinall. We want you. The only reason why, again, for all the dumbass Jon Jones fan who's so confused of why we're calling Jon Jones a duck, why we want him to fight Tom Aspinall, if you're confused, right? We don't want him to fight him just cause he's a GOAT and we want him to, no. The only reason why we want him to fight Tom Aspinall is because he has a fucking he's not the undisputed, but he has the heavyweight world champion. If Jon Jones didn't have the world heavyweight champion, we would not give a fuck. We wouldn't care if he fights fucking Alex Pereira next, Francis Ngannou. We would not care. Like, obviously we would care, it'd be an exciting fight, but we won't be complaining. We won't be begging for him to fight Tom Aspinall just because he has a world heavyweight champion. If he didn't, we wouldn't be complaining. We wouldn't be bitching. But he does, and he's holding up this fucking division. And this division has been the worst state it ever been in a fucking minute. It's literally the worst. Like, ever since Francis, it was the peak with Francis and Jon Jones maybe and all that. It's now at the gutter. It is fucking horrible. And it could be so good because we have an exciting champion. But again, Jon Jones is for some reason, or wherever someone is making Jon Jones like vacate. Trip him. Also, you trip fucking Islam, someone who clear has division. You trip him when he wants to become double champion. You're like, nah, fuck no. We're not gonna have no interim champion because we already see what's happening with Jon Jones. The fact that you use Jon Jones as an example why you're not letting double champion happen anymore, but you're not tripping him, is fucking crazy to me. Honestly, it's crazy to, and it's we all agree how it's like you trip Islam, but you don't trip Jon Jones. Is crazy to me. It's crazy to everybody else, right? But anyways, like I said, bro, we don't know what's going to happen, bro. Honestly, I have no idea. Jon Jones been like, he's on Thailand. He's fucking recording a not tough enough, the Ultimate Fighter in Russia against Nate Diaz, the coaches. And I'm like, yo, what are we doing, bro? Like, please, UFC, as time moves on, it's gonna get just worse and worse. Because again, if by summertime he vacates his belt, we go get mad at y'all. We go get mad at Jon Jones, but more you, because you let this happen. You let us just stall this 1 year wait time for no fucking reason. And it's just crazy to me. Anyways, guys, that's the whole fucking rant, bro. Again, I don't know how you can defend this if you're Jon Jones. It doesn't matter if he's a fucking GOAT. You cannot be a GOAT and just be like, you know what? Like, yes, he's a GOAT. Fuck it, yes, he's the GOAT, right? The only person who's close is Demetrius Johnson. Yes, Jon Jones is the GOAT of the UFC. Just because you're the GOAT of the UFC, you can't fucking hold a whole division hostage just because you feel like it. Right? You're the GOAT. Fucking vacate your belt. Why? Like, if you're not gonna fight, then vacate, man. Anyways, guys, that's the whole video. That's the whole, man. Let me know what you think. Honestly, if you're trying to defend Jon Jones, get the fuck out of here, right? He's the GOAT. I understand, I can agree with that, but he is ducking. Anyways, let me know what you think. Yeah, see you guys next time. Fuck off.